Ohjelmayhteistyössä mukana Viaplay, Viasat, Doritos Maissilastut, Ubisoft, Jack and Jones, Bandai Namco, Jims.fi, EA Electronic Arts ja Matkapörssi.
Tänä vuonna Gamescomista 2K:lla löytyy mielenkiintoisia pelejä, kuten 2K16, Mafia 3 ja Battleborne. Tässä on yksi mielenkiintoinen peli.
My name is Chris Thomas, and I am the publishing producer for Battleborne at 2K. I've been in the industry for about 15 years. Started at LucasArts, and I pretty much did everything from quality assurance all the way up to being a production assistant. And then moved over to Disney after that, and then after a couple more years, moved over to 2K, and I've been at 2K for about 5 years now. So Battleborne is the new big IP from Gearbox Software, and it's the same team that brought you Borderlands 2, and it's got the cool thing about it is that we have these 25 playable characters, and they're all unique. They have their own personalities, their own abilities, and they're trying to save the very last star in the entire universe from being destroyed. We've set the game at basically the end of the universe, the end of time. So all the other stars have been destroyed. So it's kind of a dark it's a dark story, but the game still has a lot of that Gearbox humor that you're used to from like Borderlands 2. So it doesn't take itself too seriously. We've also got a competitive multiplayer, which has 3 modes with 3 maps each. So we started actually towards the end of Borderlands 2. And at the end of Borderlands 2, and after all the DLC, we had about 6 characters. And Gearbox is known for making these really awesome characters that have these really extensive like skill trees and really cool personalities. And they're so good at that, and they love doing that so much, they wanted to make a game that was just full of characters that had, that they basically could crank that up to as much as they could until we could launch. So after they kind of settled on that idea of making a game with a ton of characters, they wanted to figure out how, they had to figure out how they could make that all the characters coexist, because they feel like they're from different genres. You have like the steampunk guy, you have the magic using like elf chick, and it's like that's when the story came in. That's when we had to figure out like how are you gonna make all those characters coexist. So that's where like the whole last star and end of the universe story came about. And that's pretty much how we started the game.
Ohjelmayhteistyössä mukana